11 o'clock on a 11 o'clock on a Friday night. I haven't done a video today, so I thought I'd do one. I went for a bit of a look around this afternoon. I got my voucher from British Gas for my electricity at last. My £66. Only 3 weeks late. Oh well, just less than 3 weeks. So went to the post office. So I got some now. Yeah. And oh grief, there's been a lot of I went for a walk this afternoon. It was brilliant blue day today. Absolutely stunning. Not too cold. Not too cold, but it's turning colder. Single figures day and night this next week apparently. Yeah, I just put my heating on for about an hour, and I put it on so it's only. I put it on the hot water circuit, which includes the radiators in the upstairs. Ooh, 1970s technology, still the best. A big huge oil boiler, boiler made out of concrete, won't break down. It hasn't got a microchip in sight. Hasn't got a microchip in sight. Yeah, so it's warm enough here. Right, yes, and today, now Friday, there's been serious discussions about that sort of autumn statement budget, whatever they want to call it. Yesterday by Jeremy Hunt. Anyway, well, what he did, he had to do, and most of it was all right, but the main point was taxation. Taxation. How can you tax people more when people are already struggling and people can't afford to pay? I know they can sort of reduce their, but they're into the habits now. The modern age habits of fridge, freezers, dishwashers, washing machines, tumble dryers, etc., etc. You know, for instance, replace all light bulbs with these LED low watt bulbs, for instance. Local councils all around the land, right, should be giving them out free if they had the money, that is. If they had the money. Recruit, 100 temporary agents for each region or whatever. Just go around all these old people's houses, any houses, replace all their old-fashioned filament bulbs and things like that, and check up the heating settings and thermostat settings to, and things like that. And I'm glad my heating system got a bi-circuit. Like if I go downstairs now, cold, heat rises, right? So when you just heat the upstairs where I am now, the heat stays up here. Doesn't, because heat rises. So, this house is too big for me, but it's the old family home. I got a duty now to live here and hand it on to the next generation, which are only 2 girls. Long story. So big fuss today about, the thing is he's reduced the tax band, the top tax band from 150,000 down to 125,000. So rich people are supposed to be paying more. People on a good wage are supposed to be paying more. and anyone earning more than that pay more, of course. But there's a certain little thing going on in this country, and it's been going on for years and years and years, and it's called tax havens, tax dodging, etc., etc. Labour would get on top of that, but Tories won't. For instance, they didn't, well, like non-doms, that needs to be sorted. What's the other thing that needs to be sorted? Well, all MPs should be screened for their tax affairs. And if they do any sort of tax dodging, like quite a few of the Tory MPs do, they should be disallowed from holding public office if they're not being taxed 100% on their earnings, whether it be in public office or their side jobs. That needs to be gotten on top of. You won't get that from a Tory government. You'll get it from a Labour government. And, not enough money to the NHS. Not a whisper of pay increases for the nurses. Not a whisper, hardly a whisper about social care, because that's what's happening in hospitals. There's all these people that require further care, and there's not enough district nurses, let alone care workers in the community, let alone care workers in care homes themselves, hospices and that sort of thing. And what else is there? I don't know. As I said yesterday, I was watching Jeremy Hunt making his autumn statement budget doodah. He was talking in riddles all the way through. So I said, bugger this. I stopped trying to listen to him and wait until the experts nitpicked through it, and then all became clear. And petrol and diesel is going up a vast amount soon. Sometime was the next. He wasn't saying like when these effects would happen specifically, and very often. What's happening immediately? What's happening next April? It's so, And Jeremy Hunt was grilled today about the European market. We can easily join the single trading market, but we'll have no say in the rules, because obviously they don't know have anything to do with Brussels and Strasbourg. But I don't know. It's all about bollocks. We used to send a hell of a lot of what do they call them? MEPs, members of the European Parliament. Hell of a lot. I think only Germany sent more. I think we were maybe the same amount as France. Maybe, I don't know. What's the populations of France, Italy? But we were a big bulk of the European Parliament before Brexit went through in 2019 or whatever it was, 2020. But we need to get back into the single European trading single market, common whatever you want to call it. And if British people don't want anything to do with the Brussels or Strasbourg, fair enough. We'll just have to follow their rules without having a word about it. But essential we rejoin the single market. As a basic, similar to what Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, Liechtenstein, Andorra, even Monaco. On a good Monday. That's all right. Oh, God, I'm yapping around 10 minutes. Right. Have a good weekend, all. Where's it playing New Zealand? Where's it playing New Zealand tomorrow? Oh, no, Georgia. Georgia. Not USA. Georgia, Eastern Europe. Yes, tomorrow.